You saw even 3-year-old children who got burnt at Endarasha. Did you see? What kind of a mother are you? Did you send your child when he or she is 3 years to go to a boarding school? Are you okay? Are your mental faculties really operating optimally? Surely, if you do not want to get a child, we have got so many bumps. P2. No plant. IUD. See, am I speaking the truth? Pills. Because surely, was that child an accident? Remember, out of happiness, anything can happen. So happiness must be controlled. So, sema huyu mama amehara anje, ako broko kivipi. Let me go back to my point. Change your outlook. Know your current financial situation. If you want to know whether you are healthy, you go for the lab test. It's called full medical checkup, so that we may see how your nephron system is operating. For those who we're not familiar with these terminologies, we need to check your kidney, how the Bowman's capsule is operating. It's called, you know that doctors, when you go to hospital, if you have a doctor here, doctors have a tendency of putting baridi kwetu. When they are two, they say, kaidre check this lady whether she has got diabetes insipidus or diabetes mellitus. Carry a biopsy to check whether she is suffering from malignant tissue tumor or benign tissue tumor. Check whether she has got DVT, deep vein thrombosis. Check whether she can undergo what we call coronary thrombosis, whether she can go through coronary angiogram. You know, even a pregnant lady, instead of saying that the lady is suffering from morning sickness, this lady is suffering from hypalamesis gravidarum. So they appear so technical, which is okay, but we are saying if you want to become financially empowered, you need to know where are you. Am I right? By knowing where you are, you know whether you are doing good or... And that is why we administer exams in school, to know whether your head was absorbing anything or it was a liability of only carrying the 2 years. You can never make informed decisions about your finances if you don't know where you are today. Am I right? Very fast because of time. Develop a positive relationship with money. Just like you love your wife. If you find me hugging your wife, what goes through your system? Because, and I'm requesting ladies here, don't go hugging any man. Hugging should be reserved for your husband alone. And you see some men, they are afraid of hugging other people's wives. And you know they want to stick there. Stand up, kidogo. You know, you see a man hugging some... Why? Personally, I say you should not. Ladies in the house, please don't go hugging every man. If you meet me with him and you only know him, don't hug me. You don't know, we have no relationship. Am I right? We have no relationship. Why are you allowing your secret areas? Why are you allowing some sensory areas where the impregnable love lies to be tampered with and erroneously without courtesy? If you wish to get rich, do what? Please read for me. If you wish to get rich, save what you... A fool can earn money, but it takes a wise man to do what? And dispose of its own. Look at this. It ate to his own advantage. So please appreciate that this is a very important point. Save what you get. Something else that you must do, our attitudes regarding personal finance are strongly influenced by what? Childhood and part of becoming financially empowered. Allow me to use our brothers and sisters here. These are people whose businesses will live forever and ever, unlike most of us Africans. They don't take their kids to boarding schools. Am I speaking the truth? And their children normally go to the workstations, and they learn what they do. Ya Mkikuyu akikufa inazikwa biashara, akizikwa made, by next month or 2 months, the shop is... You saw even 3-year-old children who got burnt at Endarasha. Did you see? What kind of a mother are you? Did you send your child when he or she is 3 years to go to a boarding school? Are you okay? Are your mental faculties really operating optimally? Surely, if you do not want to get a child, we have got so many bumps. P2. No plant. IUD. See, am I speaking the truth? Pills. Because surely, was that child an accident? Remember, out of happiness, anything can happen. So happiness must be controlled. So similarly, when you talk about your attitudes regarding personal finance, some people do better than us because we do not, as a man with capital M, a good man, wherever he or she is. Do you know what a good is? A good manager. M stands for a good manager. A good man has an A. What does A mean? A good man is an achiever in terms of passing the genes and the ideas or ideologies to the people that you live with, so that in the event you are recorded in heaven for further deployment, there is continuity. If you know what I have meant by saying, if in case you are recorded in heaven for further deployment. In simple terms, if you die. A good man nurtures, N stands for nurturing. Are you nurturing? Like now my daughter firstborn, though she got married, I have already now brought my secondborn daughter, who is also an accountant, to do my school accounts, just to verify the veracity of performance in my business. And so even if I'm not there, business will still learn. Some of you people, the moment you disappear from your shop, you think theft. Because you want to employ people whom you pay 9,000 per month, and they steal. Like what happened to many businesses I will not mention here. So a good man, so money, we say, where they consist not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. So know what is important for your life. And as I was asking ladies here, men, why do you go taking beer like you are dying tomorrow? You know men have a very bad behavior also, and they demonstrate. When men go to the bar, Mr. Governor, waiter, 2 more. Looking at the counter as if it was stored for him there. That is not yours. What is yours is this. Take 2 and go home. You're not in competition. Am I right? And that's why many men die. You still drive and you're drunk. Putting your life into risk, yet you have got 5 children in your house and a wife. And you invite us for burial. And you know Kenyans are fond of burials. If you are sick, they don't come visiting you in hospital. But if you die, they close all the businesses to come. And before you are lowered into the grave, they go to the nearest. Am I speaking the truth, Bwana Maingi? Financial empowerment is about mind as much as money. Planning, taking time to strategize so that you may be able to know how your spending behavior is. Stop from being a spendthrift and become a saving person. And we have a platform for that called Vision Africa. The key is not to prioritize what is on your schedule, but to schedule your by who? Stephen, the author of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You must learn to read. You know, you people, these books that you see here, if it was beer, Glenfiddich, Black Label, Red Label, 3 cousins, 4 cousins, Caplies, Captain Morgan, you see. Guy, usimalize kitaboni. But and it has taken me 25 years to be in a university to write this. So if you want to refer to what I'm saying, just get a copy of a book. Spend 1,000, let me surprise you. How many men buy, I was in along Kiabu Road, 4 men bought beer worth 35,000 shillings. I was so disturbed I had to investigate. I was told by the district county commissioner they are actually enjoying the proceeds of what we call the inheritance from their fathers. Wewe ni mzee hapa uko na shamba eka 10, unakalia, huwezi ukauza upate pesa upeleke Vision Africa. Sema mimi niko na eka 10 ujulikane. And when you see a man bedding, if you see a man bedding, Mr. Governor, he's not bedding because of anything. Anasema mshanga nakuja. Mshanga nakuja. Finally anamezwa na nini? Mshanga. Sell a portion of land, bring to Vision Africa. You start earning passive income. Let me tell you, you can die with a piece of land. True or false? Selling a land is not buying a queen cake. It's a process that can even... let me not go there because of time anyway. Seek education. How many of you consult, if I may ask? I have an office in a lobby with a carpet that I bought from Istanbul, Turkey, which massages your feet. Of course, seeing me, you have to pay. And I have no time. Please make sure you don't come to visit me in my office. I have no time for visits. I commercialize my time. That's what I was taught by Kibaki, the greatest economist in the Republic of Kenya. Most of you have time, so for so many, mnaongea siasa. Na hakuna kitu nataka wewe. You are not vying for senator, ama woman rep, ama governor. Lakini kila wakati ni siasa. Unaona hii bottom up inatupeleka vipi, my brother? Lakini watu haelewi. Wakati mafuta ilipanda, si Ruto alisema bottom up. Kwani Kenyans hawaelewi? Lakini naona Raila kama atapata hiyo AU. See how much time. And let me tell you, if you are here and you think you are old, you are as old as you think. Don't come telling me that you are old. Why? We have one man in Kenya who at 80 years is still looking for his first job. By the name Raila Amolo Odinga at 80 years. Joe Biden, were it not for people prevailing upon him at 81, he wanted to seek a second term. Am I right? The current man by the name Trump is 76 years of age and is still looking for the first job. So if you are a 60, you're just beginning. Am I right? If we found a calendar with 1,000 days to mean a year, all of us would be aging gracefully in such a manner. But you have already been wired to think it is called you have been brainwashed. That you must always say on the other hand. Why can't you say on the other leg? Rich dad, poor dad, illustrate financially empowered people, pass their wisdom to their what? And that's what I was talking about my brothers here and sisters. Can't you do the same? My children only go to boarding schools, wakimaliza primary. Of course, they do well, so they go to near schools. So because I have money, I don't take them far. You know, when you don't have money, your child is invited in the road where you take him there. Well, to be taking you 3 days on the road, wasting time and money and resources. Take your child to Blyburn or Blue House, where we pay $9.50 and we don't feel. Where you can visit at your own leisure within 15 minutes. You're at your doorstep of your child. You know, when you have no money, you have no choice. Set your goals. I don't have to talk about a goal, but let me say this. If you have no goal, you have no parameter of a tool of measuring performance. Am I right? You need to ask yourself, you are 35 yet, and you are still renting a house. Yes, you can rent a house. If you have rental income paying the rent on your behalf. And the way to do that is to have an account with Vision Africa. And please don't wait for Vision Africa to be 50 years. You are not cousins. Neither are you Siamese twins. They have already grown 20 years. Come and join the train because it has already left the station. Start enjoying the benefits now, not tomorrow. You people, let's go on. Forget about your past mistakes. Some of you have spent 5 years regretting a deal that went so. Every year, I lost 5 million. I lost 5 million. Don't you worry. Even after Ethiopian Airlines crash landed at Bora International Airport, I was in Ethiopia the other day. You know me, I travel. I went even to the AU headquarters to see that place, among other places. Then I had gone to Oromo. For those people who travel, they know what is Oromo coffee plant. You know, maybe Kenyans don't focus. You know, why do you think a car has a big windscreen screen? It is because side mirrors are very, very. Because yaliyopita siduere, si ni kweli? Tuangalie wapi? Create a what? Let me surprise all of you. Anytime I'm building a house, I invite a QS who gives me a BQ. See, a quantity surveyor gives a bill of quantities. So that I may ask, how much money do I have now? And how much do I require if I want a loan from Vision Africa? So a brilliant person, if I want to drive to Mombasa, although the last time I used road was 1987. I don't know how are the roads because I am not conversant. You know, I see them from, so I may not even know. I have even lost where to locate where Mutito Adei was anyway. But all I'm saying is this, because those are 27 years since I have never used a matatu for that years, may the name of the Lord be praised. I have never used a matatu to go to Mombasa for 27 solid years. You know, it is good sometimes to say what the Lord has done for you. Say what God has done for you. Because you wait until I die, you come talking, giving me tributes. To do what? Don't come giving me tributes. If you want to give me tributes, buy my books. It's giving me a tribute because I'm sharing your knowledge with me. Kina wengine nikuja wakati amekufa, huyu Kibicho alikuwa anaongea maneno mingi upe. Yes. Alikuwa amesoma kusoma kweli lakini alikuwa anaongea maneno mingi. You know what you see is unakuja kusema nini hapo wakati nimeng'ethia? Sema now when I can hear. Now you need, let me surprise you. If you want to succeed, anybody who died in Kenya in the year 1970, can he locate pension towers using the old map? I want everybody from today to have a new map to your financial destination. Create a plan. Make your money work for who? I'm concluding. Prepare for financial what? Listen here, no matter how good your map is, your journey can get what? Sidetracked by a detour. Unexpected medical bill. If you appear to be rich like me, the first thing that I have done is to create what we call an emergency fund. If you are working without insurance and you are here, you are not wise. If you are driving a 15 million car on a third party, you have a problem. You require special prayers. It has taken you time. Transfer the risk from you to an insurance company. Am I right? If you have a business worth 50, 100 million, without insurance, you are not wise. Because fire can gut it anytime and you go back to zero. Am I right? This can be stressful, but you didn't turn around from a road trip just because you got stuck in traffic for a while. Right? Planning isn't just about your budget, but also preparing for what? If we command our wealth, we shall be rich and free. If we command our wealth. And let me tell you this. If you know where you are going, you don't have to mind your steps. Show me your companion and I can tell you your character. Am I right? So, associate with good people. With Vision Africa, I'm telling you they have got so many products. They have got so many business loans that are cheap. They have got savings account. They have what we call a fixed deposit account and they can negotiate with you. They can even give you as much as 15%, imagine. So why are you keeping your money in the bank which is not earning you an interest? In the interest of time, allow me to say the difference between a bank and a circle. Why all of you tonight should join Vision Africa. I joined it this morning, of course, because they gave me a job. Because you have to scratch my back, scratch your back. If you can't buy my goods from my shop and you have a problem, why should you come for fundraising from me? From where do I get money from? I get from what you never consumed in the first place. I hope you get what I say. So that means who has put it on? Are you the one who has put this one on? Or sometimes it operates on my blood. So let me say this, all of you now. When you join a circle, you become a shareholder. When you join a bank, you become an account holder. Point number 1. Point number 2. When you take a loan in a bank, by the time you are clearing paying the loan, there is no residual value. When you join a circle, as you repay the loan, you enjoy dividends. When decisions are being made, you are invited in an AGM in a circle. In a bank, decisions are made in your absence. When you pass on and you had a loan with a bank, the only thing the bank will do will be to waive the loan. In a circle, in case God calls you home for an early exit, they'll waive the loan because they have insured your loan, and then they give your next of kin or beneficiaries times 2 the shares that you had. So if you had 5 million shares, you'll be able to multiply by 2. They give the family 10 million, and the loan that you had, they waive. In the bank, there is nothing that comes your way. The rate of interest in a circle is so cheap. And let me teach you a bit of economics. When you take a loan at 1% reducing balance, for those who have done economics, it means the effective rate for the loan is 6.7%. So cheap, as opposed to the bank, which is 18 to 22%. When you die in a circle, we must provide fare to heaven through what we call a benevolent fund. Many circles pay 50,000 because it is one way. I'm speaking the truth. Ask them. They are here. They have done it. So you see, in a bank, there is no farewell. But in a circle, when you disappear, and please, you must be wise. Don't allow people to come to your house to raise funds, to condole with you. Kenyans are very funny. Utaona mtu akija hui poleni sana. Kitabu aketi kikobesha shai. 50 shillings. Na ametoa 100 shillings. They sing one chorus, ugali na maharagwe, which could have cost 250. So 250 plus 50, already how much? Say they sing one more hymn. Tirimi. Anatoa uji. A kikombe of uji 80 shillings. Add it to the 350. That is for that. And they gave how much? 100 shillings. And they'll come for the next 7 days without contributing because their name appears there. So aren't they a liability? So plan. A circle comes and gives you the benevolent fund. So a circle is a place to be. Something else because of time, as I give you the 5 A's. When you join a circle, the beauty is, if you put your money in share capital, a project like this, you are assured of a dividend the rest of your life. Because share capital is what the pillars that hold the circle, and that's why you pay it at a very high rate. I can tell you, I disposed my plot at Karen at a place called Hadi. For those who understand, as you go towards Multimedia University, we have a place called Hadi. Had bought that plot at about 5 million shillings in the year 2001. They gave me 45 million shillings. I told my wife, because we have no financial charges, let me throw this to share capital. Do you know how much I'll be paid in January as dividend? Let me not mention because some of you will not believe it. Multiply 45% by 15 wherever you are. So I can be able to buy my wife a new car for her birthday. And I still have some keep change. Am I right? So enjoy by doing that. Now, finally, members, 5 A's. Write to your 5 A's now. Then I give the mic to my brother, whom I admire so much. You have done well, Governor. May God bless you. For your information, Vision Africa, I'm requesting you to make this man your blood ambassador. He has a lot of influence. I talked about Aliko Dagote. This man has a lot of value. Anywhere he goes to, we normally go with him. Of course, we compete for space because I'm more known than him anyway. By virtue of many things. He accompanied me. I was checking for a helicopter in South Africa, a refurbished one, which was going at 255 million. And we met some Kenyans there, and they told him, Idaga, Governor Idaga. And then they called me Prof. So you see, Idaga and Prof. Oh yeah. The first A, if you want to become financially empowered, the first A, you must act accordingly matters finance. You must act accordingly. In other words, I am saying avoid wastage. The second A, if you want to become financially empowered, you must advance in your business, in your life, in every field that you have. Otherwise, if you're not advancing, you are on a treadmill. Burning energy going nowhere. You cannot live in the same house you built in the year 1972 that was half ile mawe nusu. And because bao simekauka tunaonekana hata mkiwa kwa kitanda. Haya matile mala okira hawajamuka hawa. You know. You must advance. You must advance. The third A, very, very important. From today going forward, you must adjust your money behavior. Adjust it now. And please don't have waste. Go to Vision Africa Circle. Please talk to these guys. They are experts and they have hired experienced, skilled, competent members of staff. I have talked to them, by the way, and they paid me very well. They took me to Mombasa, although I used KQ because there was no other flight that could have taken me there. And choppers were not available at the hangar KWS. So what I'm saying is this. They have very competent members of staff. They'll take you through the products they have and see what you can patronize to better your tomorrow. The fourth A, very, very important. And please note this. This A that I'm talking about here means start becoming articulate matters finance. When I talk about becoming articulate, know what adds value and what reduces your value. And then the final one, because of our time, the final A, let me check my clinometer. I've spoken for those hours. So expect a fee note. So the final A is what we call accomplish something in the universe. Any man or a woman who accomplished something, we read them in the history. What have you accomplished? You have lived in the universe for 50 years or 45 years. What are you known for? Some of us people, we sneaked into this world. The only people who knew that we came are our family members when you got born. And when you sneak, they start defining you. That man who's here was cut. You are being defined by your deformities. That man who had one eye, like our train. You know, because you did nothing. And that's why I was asking, are you a value or a volume? Increase your value by joining Vision Africa, where your money grows. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Amwanso, hakina budi kuwa na mwisho. Time is far much gone. May God bless you. May you have your businesses extended in a manner likely to generate more 5 times fold. May you prosper and may you advance in your lives. Organize now or agonize later. The choice is yours. And between B, C, and D, we said between birth and death, they are the choices that we make in life that defines who we are. May God bless you. It was my pleasure talking to all of you. Actually telling you not to put more because of any other reason. We want everybody to have a stake in this. Because I can tell you, we are so optimistic that by the end of the day, this building will be built by you people. And we want this building to be there by, we are celebrating our 20th year anniversary in November. We want this building to be, if possible, within 6 months, we bring a contractor. Not from China because we treasure our very own. And we want to create employment using our very own so that money can circulate within our economy and we avoid capital flight. Anyway, let me buy Kenyan, build Kenyan. So what we are saying is that the pledge forms are circulating. Our Madam Jane here, our marketing manager, is giving you. So if you want to pledge as much as you can, but don't go beyond 25 million. But if you have a husband and a wife, we allow 50 million. If you have 5 wives, then we can negotiate. So the pledge forms are circulating, and please make sure that you get no more information from our marketers pertaining this building because of time. But we are allowing you to buy with as little as 10, go to a maximum of 25 million Kenya shillings, and we are giving you what we call a guaranteed minimum income of 15% on your investment. So if all of us can buy this building today, then we start having our architectural drawings, and then we go to the county government of Nakuru for approvals. Believe you me, in the month of June next year, you'll be getting your dividends because the building will be up and ground floor and first floor will be reserved for Vision Africa Circle. The other floors, we are going to rent them out. So if you continually increase rent, it means your value increases. Hope you understand what I mean by that. It's only that I don't have enough time. I could have done a bit of what we call simulations. Here you could have seen how you can become a 1 billion worth within the next 10 years using Vision Africa as the avenue and a vehicle. So may God bless you. The pledge forms are there. The marketing team is ready and they are well branded. Don't make a mistake because we know in a sitting like this, we have some men and women who came masquerading as Vision Africa. So they have their badges and the cards. Please talk to them and pledge the amount you can. And then we'll make arrangements of you paying. And this building takes off and for your own benefit. See, thank you so much, my sister. You are also looking very smart. I can tell. You are wearing 1 acre of piece of land in Machakos. So any other questions? Thank you very much, my sister. And please feel free. There's a question here, my brother. Give the mic. We are only going to entertain now 3 questions so that I can give you time after we are through. You buy my books. Amma, what do you think? Now, hear how I have somebody read that book called Defying All Odds. The CEO of Steamer Sacco, the former CEO, Dr. Paul Wabua, the daughter was getting an A in mathematics. Immediately he bought that book, the child got an A. The daughter is now pursuing medicine in Nairobi University. It's a game changer. It's up to you anyway. If you don't buy my vehicle, it's still big. It has a bigger boot. But remember, it was meant for consumption. Higher. Go on, my sister. And then I'll get 3 more, then we close. Yes?
Good evening.
Evening, madam.
My name is Miriam. I'm with the IT department here. I am on the Gen Z side of life. So I wanted to ask, would you recommend young investors like me to reinvest their SACCO dividends back to the SACCO or diversify into other investments? Another question.
Yes.
How can we best leverage the growth potential of SACCO shares?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miriam. I could have said clap for her, but because I know Kenyans even appreciating individuals. If I was in the US, I could have gotten a standing ovation. You remained fixed in your seats without making motions because we are Africans. That's a question that deserves. Number one, let me tell you, my daughter Miriam, because you're my daughter. If you want to get wealthy, the second miracle from converting water into wine in can of Galilee is compound interest. When you capitalize your shares, you are growing your investment because the returns that you have, the amount of money you had saved, you understand what is compound interest, will earn you more now and give you what we call a platform to continually generate more with time. And this one makes you be able to achieve the dream you had set financially, because if you take that money, if a dividend was 15,000 or 20,000, you eat it, you lose it in terms of income. Am I right? But when you plow back, you increase your share value and more dividends will be coming your way. Now, let me come to that issue of leveraging the terms of rate of return in SACCOs. For your information, when members of the SACCO continually borrow, SACCOs don't make money out of anything else. SACCOs make money when members borrow. And remember, SACCOs operate like a revolving fund. So depending on the amount of money that you have borrowed, majority of us, because we do that, because it is a fair interest rate, we generate more income for all of them, Vision Africa. Any question from the floor, please? Can I see with a show of hand? Yes, my sister. Give this lady the mic, please, very fast. And you can see, you can still enjoy the good. Yes, my sister, go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Karibu.
I think that is the most enjoyable session we have had. Imagine to be able to observe. And when he was talking about his suit, nilikuwa nataka nikaribie nione hiyo material.
Gusa material washa wasiwasi.
I agree. I mean, it's good fabric.
Thank you.
Thank you for the encouragement. And we think we are adults, and every day we need to be reminded of some of these things.
6,000.
And I was just whispering. I love because
Yes.
Can we be able to be the project that is ahead of us? I don't know whether Prof, you're the one to tell us about it, more about it.
Yes.
We have seen a banner from very far, and I know wale wako kwenye mahawa. Unaona? So
Do you have it on the video, please?
Yes.
The building that we have, please.
Could you please explain more on this project? What are we doing?
Yes.
And I was talking to the CEO and nilikuwa namuuliza kwa nini tumetoka 10 tukaenda 50 tukaenda 100 huko katikati mtu anaweza rusha ile pesa.
Please, uko nayo kwa video hiyo nyumba? The IT department, please put, this is the building, by the way. This is the building that we are talking about. So you want me to explain?
Yes, I want you to explain and also tell us if somebody wanted 1 book or 2 books, how much it is.
You can get even 1 book. Hata a bale of vuga, you can get 1. Sinatolewa kwa moja. Kwa hivyo you can even get 1 book, 2 books, 3 books. Now, let me talk about this building. And please remember our Vision Africa Circle has given you even an opportunity even to pledge so that you may start the journey now. When you buy this building, we are allowing you to come. The CEO said with as little as 10,000 Kenya shillings, you can become a partaker of this building. With as little as 10. But that is the bare minimum. You know, Kenyans are very funny. They save the minimum, but they want the maximum in terms of loan. So, if you want to have this building, you just come and say, do you want to belong to gold, to belong to silver or bronze? But we are not, actually, it is not cast on a stone. You can even come 15, 55, 100, 215. So we are open and we are flexible. So when you buy part of this building, in terms of investment, buying shares, we are telling you that the amount of money you put here is the amount to be giving you what we call return at 15%. So if you have 1 million, holding all things constant, ceteris paribus, we are telling you that every year you have an income of 150,000 Kenya.
The knowledge of life. So karibuni sana. Thank you.
Thank you, asante sana. For those of us who want to buy shares, the housing shares, I want to give you a pay bill number. Our pay bill number is 913812. I repeat, pay bill number is 913812. Account, you write your ID, and then you visit Vision Africa offices on Monday, when you will be given, where you'll be given your account number. Are we together? Hello? Yes. Pay bill number 913812.